During the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II on September 19, 2022, the world watched with somber respect as the royal family carried out their duties. It was a moment of profound reflection and tradition, marked by the presence of Prince George and Princess Charlotte, the young children of Prince William and Princess Kate. The children, despite their tender years, displayed an exceptional level of composure, offering a subtle yet poignant reminder of the continuity of royal responsibilities, even in the face of national grief. A solemn gathering at Westminster Abbey. The funeral service, held at the iconic Westminster Abbey, became a gathering of not just family but of dignitaries from all corners of the globe. Each individual present, from the most distinguished leaders to close family members, brought their respect and sorrow to the occasion. And in the midst of it all stood Prince George and Princess Charlotte, their faces calm yet unmistakably conveying the weight of the moment. Their demeanor at such a poignant event was an unspoken testament to their upbringing in the royal household, where the traditions of duty and decorum are instilled from a very young age. The children's presence alongside the other royals acted as a gentle but undeniable symbol of continuity for the monarchy. Their participation in the service reminded the public that, as the nation mourned, the monarchy too was enduring a profound transition. The procession, young royals showing their poise. After the funeral service concluded, the royal family moved into a more public setting, the solemn procession that followed the service, winding its way towards Wellington Arch. This was another moment where the presence of Prince George and Princess Charlotte spoke volumes. They walked in line with their family, their small steps matching the rhythm of a centuries-old tradition, their expressions a mixture of seriousness and composure. Even at their young age, they stood tall, dignified, and unwavering, clearly embodying the values of the royal family. But it wasn't just their poise that captured the attention of the public. Amidst the deep formality of the occasion, there were fleeting moments of natural sibling interaction between Prince George and Princess Charlotte, reminding everyone that beneath the crowns and ceremonial duties, they were still just children. A sibling moment even though they were part of one of the world's most revered families, it was a moment of quiet normality. In the midst of a day heavy with history and loss, the children's interaction reminded onlookers that they, too, were navigating their way through this monumental day as family members first and foremost. It was a tender, relatable moment that softened the otherwise somber proceedings. Queen Camilla, a steady hand in troubling times. Throughout the service and the subsequent procession, Queen Camilla stood as a constant and composed presence, quietly ensuring that the solemnity of the occasion was maintained. While the children, naturally, were drawn into moments of interaction, it was Queen Camilla who provided the necessary guidance to keep the event flowing smoothly. In the aftermath of the service, as the family regrouped and prepared for the procession, Camilla's actions spoke volumes about her role within the royal family. As the wife of King Charles III, her responsibility in supporting the younger royals, especially in such a highly charged emotional moment, was evident. She offered a sense of stability and assurance, helping the younger members navigate the complexities of public life during such a significant moment. The family's role in national mourning. Queen Elizabeth II's funeral was not just a national event, it was a family affair, a moment to honor a beloved matriarch while also acknowledging the future of the British monarchy. The participation of Prince George and Princess Charlotte in this key occasion was more than symbolic. It was a vital reminder that the monarchy would continue, even as it mourned the loss of its longest reigning monarch. Despite the grief that surrounded the day, the royal family showed remarkable resilience. Their presence at the funeral not only underscored the family's dedication to tradition but also highlighted their commitment to their public duties. Both Prince George and Princess Charlotte showed a maturity beyond their years, reminding the public that the royal family, while human and affected by grief, was steadfast in its role in the nation's life. A moment of reflection and legacy. The funeral of Queen Elizabeth II marked not only the end of an era but also the beginning of a new chapter for the royal family. A reminder of tradition and the future. The presence of the younger royals, particularly Prince George and Princess Charlotte, was more than just a gesture of respect. It was a reminder that the monarchy, despite its many centuries of history, is also a living, breathing institution, with the future of the family in the hands of a new generation. The young royals' involvement in such a historic moment demonstrated that, no matter the grief or challenges ahead, the monarchy would carry on. This moment of mourning was not only a reflection on the loss of Queen Elizabeth II, but also a subtle acknowledgement of the enduring strength of the royal family. Prince George and Princess Charlotte, in their small but meaningful roles, reminded the world that the monarchy's future is in capable hands that are still growing but already holding the weight of tradition. The passing of the torch, the royal family's continued legacy. As the royal family moved through this difficult period, there was an unspoken understanding that the passing of Queen Elizabeth II marked both an end and a beginning. For Prince George and Princess Charlotte, it was the first step in their journey towards becoming the next generation of royals who would carry forward the weight of a centuries-old institution. Their roles at the funeral, despite their youth, were a reminder that tradition, though steeped in history, is also about nurturing the future. As the young royals walked alongside their parents and grandparents, they took part in a ritual as old as the monarchy itself, one that has been passed down through generations. Their presence spoke to the enduring strength of the royal family, a strength rooted not just in the institution itself, but in the commitment to continuity. It is a continuity that extends beyond the headlines, beyond the royal titles, and into the very hearts of the family members who are charged with carrying it forward. A quiet strength amidst national grief. While the royal family mourned the loss of their matriarch, Queen Elizabeth II, they were also acutely aware of their position as symbols of national unity. The public looked to them not just for leadership in times of crisis, but as pillars of stability during a time of profound loss. For many, the sight of the royal family, standing side by side in their grief, was a source of solace, a visual representation of the strength that the monarchy has always represented. Prince George and Princess Charlotte, though young, understood the weight of the occasion. Their demeanor at the funeral spoke to their upbringing within the royal family, a family where respect for duty and tradition is ingrained from an early age. In the midst of national mourning, the children's role was more than ceremonial. It was an embodiment of the enduring legacy of the monarchy, which had weathered many storms over the years and would continue to do so in the future. The royal family as a unified force. Throughout the funeral, the royal family stood as a united front. There was no distinction between their private grief and their public responsibilities. Each moment, from the solemn service to the procession, carried with it a sense of collective strength. And in those moments, Queen Camilla's role was pivotal. She was the anchor for the younger members of the family, especially during moments when the gravity of the day might have overwhelmed them. As the wife of King Charles III, Camilla's position was one of quiet authority, ensuring that the family adhered to the protocols of royal tradition while offering a steady hand to the younger generation. Her role as a guide and mentor to Prince George and Princess Charlotte was visible, as she led them through the moments that required not just physical presence but emotional fortitude. In many ways, Queen Camilla became the glue that held the family together during a period of great emotional vulnerability. The next generation, Prince George and Princess Charlotte's place in history. As the day wore on, the reality of the moment became even more apparent. The monarchy was evolving, and Prince George and Princess Charlotte were not just the children of Prince William and Princess Kate. They were future leaders of the royal family. The history of the British monarchy has been shaped by many remarkable figures, but it is the future that now beckons. For the young royals, the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II was a reminder of the immense responsibility they would one day carry. And yet, it was also a moment of transformation, where they were not just heirs to the throne, but participants in a living, breathing institution that continues to adapt to the times. Their role in the funeral was not merely symbolic but marked the beginning of their active involvement in royal duties, a moment of transition that highlighted the monarchy's resilience and relevance in an ever-changing world. The quiet strength of family. In the aftermath of the funeral, the royal family retreated behind the palace walls, their grief shared in private. But for the world watching, the image of the family, their unity, their poise, their quiet strength, was one that would linger long after the ceremony was over. As the monarchy navigated its first days without Queen Elizabeth II, The next generation had already begun to take its place in the world stage. Prince George and Princess Charlotte, though young, had shown the world their potential, their strength, and their ability to carry the torch forward. And in doing so, they reminded us all of the power of family, tradition, and continuity. Looking ahead, the future of the royal family. While Queen Elizabeth II's passing marked the end of an era, it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in the story of the British monarchy. A monarchy that, despite its rich history and deep-rooted traditions, continues to evolve and adapt. As the family mourned their loss, they also prepared for the challenges ahead. For Prince George and Princess Charlotte, this was only the beginning. The weight of history is heavy, but the future is theirs to shape. With the guidance of their parents and the examples set by those before them, they are poised to carry the legacy of the British royal family forward, ensuring its place in the hearts of future generations. A final reflection: the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. As the royal family moves forward, the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II will undoubtedly remain. Her reign, marked by resilience, grace, and unwavering duty, will forever shape the monarchy. And while the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II was a time of profound sadness, it was also a celebration of her enduring influence on both her family and her nation. In the end, the royal family's participation in this historic moment was not just about paying respects to the late queen. It was a symbol of their own commitment to duty, continuity, and the future. As they navigated the emotional complexities of the day, they reminded the world of the unbroken thread of tradition that has carried the British monarchy through centuries of change. With Prince George and Princess Charlotte now stepping forward into their roles, the monarchy is poised to continue its journey, guided by the lessons of the past and the promise of the future.